We have to have a better attitude. And it's not for other people. Please understand that. It's not for other people. You having a good attitude is, you may say to yourself, well, I don't need to have a good attitude because my coworker said something mean to me. I don't need to have a good attitude because my mom just called me and got on my nerves. My dad had some harsh words to say to me. This person cut me off in traffic. Why do I need to be nice to them? It's not about them. All right. It's not about the person that hurt you. It's not about the person that called you and cussed you out. It's not about the person that cut you in line. It's not about any of those things. Having a good attitude is solely for you. Solely for you. Because when you have a good attitude, you can take the blinders off. You ever get so mad, right? And then you get mad, you walk down the stairs, you slip, you trip on something, you get mad at what you tripped on, your shoelace is untied, you go hop in the car, there's no gas in the car, so you get mad, you go to the pump, you gotta wait in line for the pump, you're mad about that, it's taking too long, and everything just compounds when you're mad because you're just looking at life through that angry lens. The same thing happens when you have a good attitude. When you have a good attitude, you're able to see things that you normally would miss. You'll be able to see opportunities that you normally would miss. You're able to even just listen. It's hard to hear the voice of God when you are only listening to your emotions and you're only listening to anger. It's hard for anything else to get through when you are just listening to your emotions, when you just want to be wrong, you're so caught in your feelings. And this is why we got to be able to move past that. Nobody wants to be around, nobody wants to work with somebody who has a poor attitude. Nobody wants to live with somebody who has a poor attitude. Nobody wants to love somebody who has a poor attitude all the time. Because, man, listen, I was talking to my nephew on the phone earlier today, and he goes, yeah, when I'm around people at work who just have a bad attitude, man, he said all of a sudden, I feel that way. I feel that way. And I'm like, yeah, because it's contagious. Your bad attitude is contagious, or your good attitude can be contagious. Attitudes are contagious. They are completely contagious. And so I could be around somebody good, well, not somebody good. I could be around somebody with a good attitude, or I could be around somebody with a bad attitude. And when I get from around them, I will either feel better or worse about my day. I either feel better or worse about myself. I either feel better or worse about my situation. I either feel better or worse about the work environment that I'm in. Listen, I don't want to even be around anybody who has something bad to say about the director, something bad to say about the manager, something to say about the boss, something bad to say about the organization that we work for. I don't want to be around anybody like that. Listen, I'm trying to move forward. I'm trying to get ahead. And I can't get ahead if all I'm looking at is the bad. Now, if we're taking notes on bad things to have suggestions for improvements for when we get our promotion, that's something different. But if we're just taking notes on the bad things just for the sake of the bad things, man, it ain't even worth it. It ain't even worth it. And your attitude affects so many things. All right? So many things. Let me read something to you real quick. Reading this earlier today. This is from Proverbs 17:22, according to the NIV. A cheerful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones. All right, your cheerful heart is good medicine. Your cheerful heart is something that helps you feel better and get better. It's a good medicine. It's going to make you feel so much better. It's going to make you be able to get through things so much better. But when your spirit is crushed, when you allow so many things just weigh down on you to the point where all you want to do is just, it ain't going to work. I don't even want to be here. I don't care about this person. I don't care about that, whatever. When you have that attitude, that crushed spirit, that dejected spirit, it dries up your bones. Man, how many of us have walked around with a poor attitude and it has affected our health? Do you know that? If you walk around too long with a poor attitude, that can affect your health. Do you know that people age faster who are always angry and upset all the time, blood pressure always up. These things affect your health. All these things affect your health. Listen, I don't got no time for my bones to be dried up. I don't have no time for me to have any premature wrinkles or premature heart attacks or premature whatever it may be. I don't need high blood pressure. It already runs in my family. I got to do whatever I can to make sure that my attitude is where it needs to be. Now, bad things happen, yeah. And so I'm not saying that everything is rosy in life. That's false. But when you put so much weight on the negativity in your life, all right, that's telling me who you trust. Okay, that's telling me who you trust. Because if you trust in God, if you have absolute faith in the creator of the universe, all right, the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, all right, if you have absolute faith in God and trust in God, then you can shift your attitude when you start to feel those negative things, because you know that ultimately that everything that was meant for your evil will turn around for your good. God can use anything, and he will use everything in your life, every circumstance, for his good, for him to get the glory out of it. So if I know that God is in control, and I know that he uses everything around me to get the glory from it, and I know that I'm walking upright, I'm being as righteous as I can be, I'm trying to the best that I can to follow God's instructions, to follow God's will for my life, to do what he has asked me to do, and to not do what he's asked me to do, and avoid things that he asked me to avoid, and avoid situations that he asked me to avoid, not do certain things, right? If I know that I'm living right, and I know that he uses all things, then I know that this situation that I'm in right now has to turn around, right? And to walk around with a poor attitude for too long is saying, I don't trust God. That's what it's saying. It's saying I don't trust God, because there is no in between. Yes, we have our moments. We're human. We're in the flesh. We're human. We have our moments. But I'm talking about your overall path. Your overall path should be one of a good attitude. Your overall path should be one of faith. Think about it.